Hello lovely budgeters, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jai and I'm on a journey and this is where the funds come from. Join me. Alright guys, before we get started with where the funds comes from Wednesday, we are going to do one of these cards, and what these are motivational cards, and it should be your motivation for the day. It's the motivation for me, and it also has questions where we get to know each other. So this says, I am brave, I am bold, and I am strong. That is our affirmation for the day. Guys, say it 3 times with me. I am brave, I am bold, I am strong. I am brave, I am bold, I am strong. I am brave, I am bold, and I am strong. Hopefully you guys believe that. Believe in yourself. What is my biggest strength? What challenges do I want to embrace? Okay, so my biggest strength, I think, is my work ethic. I work really hard. I love doing what I'm doing, and so that's why I've been doing it for that long. What challenges do I want to embrace? The challenges that I have is I get distracted, and sometimes if things don't go perfectly, I get overwhelmed and I'll stop a project. I'll start a project and I'll get everything that I want to do, and if it doesn't go perfectly, then I'm kind of I don't want to do the project anymore. But you can't do that. So I am getting better at that, but that is a challenge that I'm currently facing. So there we are. Let me know what your strengths are. Let's get to budgeting. All right, beautiful budgeters, thank you so much for joining me in this wonderful series, Where the Funds Come From. This is where we take an honest look at our finances, we prep our spending for the next coming week, and we show where our funds come from. So not only do we show where our funds come from, where it's going, how we're spending it, and seeing if we need to improve. And we do this week after week, just so that way we are adjusting if we need to. Okay, so first let's take a look at what we got paid this week. Let me move these things out of the way. How is everyone's week? I know it's midweek, and so are you guys prepped and ready for this weekend to come? 2 more days. It is officially Friday, and this is when we get paid, but we do prep for the week to come. So today is the 10th. Let's get our... And what we do is we prep for the bills during bill portion. We prep for savings during where the funds come from, and we prep for our personal spending during our personal spending wallet. So first, let's go over. So today's the 10th, and we're going to prep all the way till the 16th. All right, so let's go over our paycheck. My husband got paid $832.21. He received $130 for his gas and food for the week. Food and gas is budgeted every week for both me and him. I get my gas via cash, and he gets his via credit. So that way my husband doesn't work well with cash, so he needs all of his funds via virtual or digital, I should say, not virtual. Okay, so that's once his paycheck hit our bank, that was $857.39, because we have a very small buffer after certain paychecks and fees and everything like that come out. So $130. $492.84 was paid to our credit card here, and you can see that that is from spending from the last week or so. So what we do is we pay our credit card and we take the money out of the binder, our personal spending binder, to compensate for those funds. We also spend to pay back for spending on Amazon. The plan is to, if we use our credit card during the week, that we have the funds for it to pay it back. Okay, we also like so that's $39.55. We also like to keep our $20 buffer in there, and $175 is cash withdrawal for cash stuffing. So 50, 150, 70, and 5. So there's 175, and that's how I got those funds. All right, so the next thing we need to do is we paid $492.84 to a credit card, and we took out funds from our spending wallet as well as our, well, let's go over that instead of me just grabbing. Okay, so me and my husband both have a personal envelope where we stuff $25 a week aside from the lunch money that we get weekly. And we have been building it up to pay back the PS5 that we got for each other as a Christmas present. So we got it for the house. Both of us play it. We're both big gamers. So $231 each is what goes into it and what we need to pay back. $137 was his spending money on the 5th, and $79 was my spending money on the 5th. So our envelopes had $150 each in them, and we are not going to stuff $25 in them today. So we just kept it in the bank to pay towards the credit card. So, and then dining out, we're also not going to stuff again today, and dining out was pulled to go into the bank and pay. So we had $175 and $75, so that's $250 each. So that's $500, and you can see that we paid the $492 and the $39 credit card. So in here we should have cash for at least $500 to pay back. Now, because we had some other items that we paid on credit card, miscellaneous, household, those types of things, and we usually go over this on our spending recap, which is in another video now, because I've noticed that my Where the Funds Come From series was getting so long because we talk about the spending in depth. Okay, so $532.39, but because I round up and deal with only round numbers and no change, this was $534. So let's go ahead and count, and this is what we pulled out of our binders, and that's how we use that. Okay, so 50, so this should be $534, and that's 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 340, 350, 360, 370, 380, 390, 395, 400, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 500, 501, 502, 503, and 504. $504. So you might be saying, Diane, you're short $30. Actually, I am. And the reason why I'm short $30 or $28 is because we have another commitment that we have, and this is where these funds come from and go. So we have the 52-week challenge that we are doing on our shorts, and we pick out cards. So this week I like to average about $20, and we picked out a 4 and a 6, and I kept going, and we ended up with a king. So there's 20, 26, 30, and there's our $30. So there's where these funds came from and where these funds are going. All right. Next is, so let me know if you guys are understanding where this is, how I'm budgeting, and how I'm able to stuff this amount week after week. All right, guys, so all the funds made it over here, and now what we do is we stuff our personal binder. All right, guys, so we usually stuff about $600 in here, but we are not stuffing $75 into date night, and we are also not stuffing $25 each into our personal envelopes. That means we need a total of $475. We knew our paycheck was going to be short this week, so in preparation, we have saved $100. So there is our 100. Let's go ahead and pull out the $475 that's going to go into these envelopes. So 100, 200, 2, 4, 6, 8, 300, 350, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 450, 460, 470, 75. All right, let's count that again. 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 75. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and move this money out of the way. So guys, I am Alright, so now that we got our personal binder stuffing, let's go ahead and stuff our wallet. This is 75 that we're not going to do. Dining out is still getting 75. My husband and I have a standing brunch day that we continue to go to every Sunday, and or have lunch on Monday. Now it used to be just Sunday brunch, and then we did both. We did Sunday and Monday, and now we're back to just Sunday until we can pay off the PS5, because we definitely want to limit our weekly spending, and we're just doing things at home. So, all right. And anything left over in these categories that I have sinking funds from go into here. So for gas, we don't have a sinking fund for gas, but we do have for car maintenance. So I am going to go ahead and put our gas rollover into car maintenance. Since, if you did watch my Sunday video, I had so much in car maintenance due. All right, 150 goes into groceries. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, and 50. So again, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 145, 150. household, we had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left over, but we do have a household section here, and I'm trying to create tabs for these binders, so that's what this is. And you know what? I am going to just put it here, so that way I can do the tallies and know where the funds are coming from and where they came from. All right, so there's that, and we put 20 in household here. Okay, personal. Do we have anything in personal? Oh, we do. We have 15 in personal. All right, so 15 went to personal there, and 15 coming back to personal here. Pet care has $30, and we put in 40. So $30. Medical, I don't think we have any yet. Oh, we still have 5. So 15 goes to medical. I think we used medical the week before. We were actually snowed in a couple of days, even though we did spend a lot. So we did end up spending a lot before we were snowed in, but after, not so much, guys. 5 for health. And then last but not least, miscellaneous, and $3 goes to our miscellaneous funds. How much do you guys put for miscellaneous? Like, what is your cap? Do you have a cap on each of your sections? I'm gonna do 10, 15. Oh, I like to have change for miscellaneous because it's always like I need an extra $2 on one of my sections. Okay, so my husband usually gets 25. I get 25, but birthday does get 25. Oh. $20 and $5. There we go. I didn't think I was going to have any change. And then once birthday hits 50, we stuff our birthday binder. Nothing in cash wallet for next week because I get paid, so I should have enough for all of the funds that we need to do. And there we go. So we've finished our personal wallet stuffing for the week, as well as added to our sinking funds categories. Now, our sinking funds categories, we have our emergencies that we fill at the end of the month, vacation that we fill at the end of the month, car maintenance we are doing with our rollover. So today is the 10th. Now we have 30 car maintenance. Insurance will fill out the end of the month. Household, I know it says housing, but household, we are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, adding 9, which makes 27, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, is that right? It should be 27, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, I just counted wrong the first time. Sorry, guys. So we are going to actually put this back and take a 20 if we have one. We don't. Okay. Well, at least we know where the change is. So 27 here. Okay. And health. I know it says debt, but I didn't have a medical one or health. And I wanted to use these because I'm trying to use what I have instead of buying new things. I know I bought a couple of new, like binder slots and all those things, but I want to use what I have to try to spend less this year. Anyone else have that goal? It's always that nice goal at the beginning of the year, and then by February, March, or mid of the year, June, if you're a better person than me, that you kind of fall off. So let's see how long it takes me to fall off. Okay, and in personal, we're adding in another 15, which makes 30. $10, $20, $25, $26, $27, $28, $29, $30. Okay. This is miscellaneous. Oh yeah, so back to miscellaneous. How much do you guys have in your miscellaneous envelopes, either sinking funds or in your wallet? Do you have, are you going to work off of a cap? $23 now. And or I think I'm going to, once I hit a limit, I'm going to, and then gifts, we don't have anything. So once I hit a limit, I'm going to stop stuffing there. And then because the other thing we do with our rollover is we put it towards our 100 envelope challenge. Okay. So that's another aggressive goal that we do have, is our 100 envelope challenge. And all of our rollover goes to that. So that is $200, $210, $215, $216, $217, $218. But let's see how much we have left for stuffing, because we might use some of it for stuffing and only put in $100 into our envelope challenge. We have 150, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 85, 90, 95, that's 300. 301, 2, 3, and 4. $304, guys. If we want to do 200 and, okay. Let's do it. Let's do 200 into our 100 envelope challenge. I'm super excited, guys. I know I don't sound excited, but I've had a long week at work. And it's, you know, it's the beginning of the year, so we are like prepping for the new year, budgets, and all kinds of stuff. So it is ridiculous on the amount of things that we are prepping for. But hey, it's okay. I love my job. And so it's nice to be organized and prep for the year to come. All right, so there are the envelopes that we're using. Sorry about the glare. Those seem to be the same, but they're not. There's a little difference. All right, so what we do on here, and this is an aggressive goal, yes, but we are definitely trying to make sure that we finish this way before the end of the year. We need to use 88. Okay, and I just tape the two envelopes together and put in the 100. That way I don't have a bunch of ones everywhere, guys. still doing the 100 envelope challenge the way it's supposed to be originally done, which is loading in the denomination, because I know some other budgeters like add the two numbers together, or they put all hundreds or all fives or all 20s. You can really do the 100 envelope challenge any way you want to, but this is the way I decided to do it. And we started November 1, and we're going to see how long it takes us to finish this. And it is just rollover cash with me budgeting $600. Okay, there we go. So 4 envelopes down, guys. I really wish this fit in here. I wonder if I should make one. All right. Oh, I'm still zoomed in. Maybe more of a... So I did ask last time if you guys like more of a zoom in picture, and some of you guys said yes, you did like it when you were zoomed into the challenges. All right, guys, next is our billing portion of where the funds come from and where they go from Wednesday. So we are budgeting between the 10th and the 16th. You can see that we only have Google and we have Peacock. Both of those are automatically drafted from our Capital One credit card, so there is no need to pay them back. However, we do have a credit card payment here that is due, and originally had a balance of $105. With our added spending, it went up to $492. Now, I did pay that off, and I will put it up here again if you guys didn't see it the first time. And that is the only bill that is due between our time frame of the 10th and 16th. Our next bills aren't due until the end of the month. Really, we only have one bill due, but I'm prepping for the beginning of... So everyone has rent due on the 1st, right? But we have a loan that's also due on the 1st. We have storage rent that's due on the 1st. We have apartment fees that are due on the 1st, rent over at the RV, and electric for both places. So it is so much money due on the 1st that I decided to make sure I'm paying it at the end of the month, just to get ahead. So not only are we a month ahead on our bills, but we want to be a month and 2 days ahead on our bills. So that's all prepped for. So in our billing binder, we have our system here, and anything that's saved in the bank is represented by our prop bills here. Okay, so in my bank, I have saved $766. So we want to make sure that $766 is represented in here. So the way we're going to do that is, and that way we can stuff any if we need to. And I think I might just be off $1 or so. This is $396. This is $206. Guys, this is very exciting. We have 164 that has not been stuffed in here that we need to go ahead and do. Okay, so let's just do 200 minus 164. That's $36. So we're going to say that we owe 36. All right, guys, so here's 164. 156 1 2 3 4 that we are going to put in here. And now all of whatever's in my account is properly represented in my bills binder. And I like to stuff with prop bills because I like to see what is represented, and that way I can prep beforehand just to see whatever is matching in my account, where it's supposed to be going. That way if I ever do get behind, I know, okay, I want to save this much for this bill because that's coming up before I get paid. And that's the whole reason I continue to do it this way. I hope that that makes sense, and I'm sorry if it doesn't, but there you go. So we are working on the Unicoin challenge, and our Unicoin challenge gets funded by any of the spending that we do. And because we use credit for the majority of the transactions this past week, you can see that I don't have much. So let me count this and I'll be right back. All right, guys, and that goes, oh, let me show you. That goes in our bucket right over here. And it was $1.15. So, and this Unicoin challenge, super cute, comes from Rock's Budgets. 115 minus 74 cents is 41. All right, there we go. We finished our Unicoin challenge. So we have $322 to go towards our savings challenges, and we got to stuff $200 into our 100 envelope challenge. Hopefully you enjoyed where the funds come from. We explained where our funds come from via check. We explained where they went via breakdown, bills, and we stuffed our personal wallet for the upcoming week, and we also stuffed our 100 envelope challenge, and lastly we added to our Unicoin challenge. So we do have a lot of challenges going on all at once, but I find that if I have a variety of challenges, I'm more likely to save and stop shopping. Obviously last week was not the case on this, but I promise to be better. This year is intentional, and I'm being very intentional with my videos, with my spending, and I don't consider it falling a little, guys, because the stuff that we bought was things that we wanted to finish our collection and those types of things. So I think we could have spent more. If we weren't monitoring our spending, we would have spent more. So I don't consider it a failure or a bad week. I just consider it a heavy spending week. What do you guys think? Let me know. You are loved, you are appreciated, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.